Hello, everyone. Happy Friday if you're watching this on Friday. Today I'm talking about pathological narcissistic spaces, otherwise known as PNS. You might have heard this abbreviation, you might have heard the term. I'm going to explain it. So, narcissists, as we know, the groundwork is that they are immature, they are like the worst of the worst. They love controlling everything around them, including the people around them. So it's natural that they love to thrive and they feel most comfortable in their pathological narcissistic space. And what I thought was super interesting is that they create this space without consciously doing it. They just do it. It's like something, it's like their security blanket. And if you have a narcissistic mother, she's doing this in the home, of course, because that's where she can rule the roost. And that's when she can, manipulate her children, her spouse, as her pawns. And other narcissists there's like cerebral narcissists and there's also somatic narcissists. So like a cerebral narcissist might be like a CEO of a company or someone that's in charge at the workplace, and these people thrive like Monday through Friday. Like they love their environment. They love going to work. They love that they have all these subordinates. So on the weekend, they don't feel as happy because they don't have the same narcissistic supply available to them. I thought it was interesting about somatic narcissists is that they might just have like a low profile, like high paying, unfulfilling job, but it affords them the means to entertain romantic partner. Like, for example, a narcissistic male might wine and dine his supply, like numerous supplies, and he gets his happiness, as narcissists do, from these women. So multiple women. So he doesn't value his workplace. He just values the monetary reward that he gets from showing up there. And so that enables him to, wine and dine these women. So narcissistic pathological spaces might be the home, might be the workplace, might be church, might be a community, might be a town. And I was laughing when I was learning about this because clearly I relate everything back to my narcissistic mother, and she is by the book as she is with all this stuff, and they thrive on attending church and they love their reputation, or whatever they think their reputation is. They think that they have like followers and admirers, whatever, in these places. Like my narcissistic mother and enabling codependent father, like they go to the same places over and over and over. Like my husband and I would tell them like, oh, this place is so great to go eat. They will never go because they go to the same, I don't know, like 3 or 4 places, and I could rattle them off the top of my head right now. And they love to go there, and they always used to tell us like, so and so from this restaurant gave us like a dessert or whatever, like trying to act like and feel like they're highfalutin or something, or like they're important because they get their supply from these pathological narcissistic spaces. And this is anywhere, like celebrities can also be narcissists, obviously, and they draw their supply from their audience and they're able to regulate. It provides the narcissist with supply And like if a professor is a narcissist, obviously the students are their supply. So the doting fans for the actor or media personality or celebrity, the narcissist is able to reward or punish their audience accordingly by what they share or how available they are, etc. The narcissist is most comfortable in their pathological narcissistic space. If you have had a narcissistic parent, you know this all too well. And if they don't, they love to parade around their children and whatever will garnish their supply, their attention, they will utilize that. So maybe if the narcissist is a mother, they will, absolutely done in my situation, she loves like pictures, and she'll put pictures out of her children, her grandchildren, and just people. It loves to project the image that she's like some kind of mother at all, that she cares, that she's nurturing, that like anyone with like decency and humanity and compassion in your heart, you know that like you have these connections with your family, with your children, with your grandchildren, whatever the situation is. But narcissists don't have this capacity. So they just use like photos and things like that to project the reputation, the adoration that they're attempting to elicit from the outside world. So they might put these things in their workspace or wherever they're going to get an audience to. Like, this has changed for my narcissistic mother. When I was younger and I was stuck in that god-awful home with all that negativity and toxicity, that was her pathological space. But thank God, I am on my own. I have my own incredible family, and we have our own home, and I'm not there anymore. So she needs to find a new pathological narcissistic space to, harness this type of attention that she needs. So she'll do that. Like, she does have a job, and like I said, she'll use the photos and she'll try to elicit attention from people using these photographs of myself, our children, whatever. So basically, a pathological narcissistic space is anywhere that these disordered individuals feel comfortable, and they're able to use people for their own benefit, to feel powerful, to feel in control. That is a big characteristic of a narcissist, is that they love being in control. And if they're a parent, that's an obvious association with the home, that they're able to control their children and the environment in the home. If they're an employer, they'll do that in the workspace. And they love, abusing their power, and they extract feelings of importance from their position in the workplace. Celebrities, that's an easy one. They can use their audience as a supply, and they can manipulate them according to whatever attention they want to elicit. They can punish them, they can reward them by being more or less available. So, like I said, there's a cerebral narcissist and there's a somatic narcissist. The cerebral narcissist is the one that likes to, intellectualize things, and it's a power play in that regard. Somatic is like physical, like the womanizing man, or vice versa. a woman that manipulates and uses physicality to manipulate men. So I hope this gives you guys some good insight as to what a pathological narcissistic space is. It's anywhere that these creepy jerks feel comfortable and they can freely take advantage of people and manipulate people. They're very basic. Like, they're like children and they just run in the same circle over and over. Like my narcissistic mother. It's so obvious. My narcissistic ex, I don't even like talking about him, but I met him in the workplace and it was a small environment and he loved it. He loved it. He had like his little cronies and he was the big man and he just 300% got his narcissistic supply from there, as well as me, as I became his next victim. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching. We are bumped and we're bruised, but more than anything, we're blessed because we're awakening from this terrible toxic abuse and learning that it's them, it's not us. It's always been them. It always will be them. God bless you guys. I'll see you soon.